Hey, everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love will be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews and even love and endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes, Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com and over 40 podcast platforms heard in over 100 countries, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple Music, and more. Also heard on HamiltonRadio.net, Diamonds Radio, Oldies FM, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, hoodies, baseball gear makes great gifts 24/7. Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia for great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles. Also T-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, phone cases, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. Check it out today. I'll support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, themikewagnershow.com. You can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com. But the Mike Wagner Show, make sure you do so today. We're here with an amazing group putting out a new film, which is going to be screening on June 10th as well as part of the Dances with Film Fest. That's part of the 25th anniversary. And we have a wonderful crew out here. We have a gentleman who's a production and legal representative known for, with Poor Ann and also Poor Agnes, Children Ruin Everything, appeared in the net. We also have a gentleman who was born and raised in North Bay, Ontario, graduated from Canadore College in 17 in digital cinematography. We also have a wonderful lady who's a non-binary actor from a small vacation town of 800 in Northern Ontario. Also a wonderful gentleman who is an entrepreneur based in Toronto and the founder of Cut Creative Productions, and all coming to a film, which is basically about, yes, it is about, well, it's a really interesting story about a teenager growing up in a poor industrial town, struggling to create a better life through music and live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios, all in Northern Ontario and somewhere along the bay. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves from the movie It Happened Frickin' Sunshine. We got Jonathan Halika, we got Mateo Brotherton, Connor Michael, and we got Matt Close. Guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
No problem. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Be here.
Okay, well, it's great to have you on board as well, too. Of course, this is always a really big thing when so many great minds come together. And of course, the movie Happened Frickin' Sunshine is going to be playing June 10th as part of the Dances with Film Fest, the 25th anniversary. It's about a teenager growing up in a poor industrial town, struggling to create a better life through music. And of course, before we talk about the movie, let's get to some of you guys here. Jonathan, you're basically I'm just trying to get the information for you. You're also the director and also the founder of the film.
The executive
producer. Yes.
Yeah. I put together the deals. I worked the script with the writer, who's a good friend of mine, who's also the producer on it. And yeah, we put together the package for it and found these incredible actors you have sitting in front of you here.
Okay.
They're
all
phenomenal.
Right. Okay, Jonathan, tell us how you first got started, how you first got involved.
In the project, in this one in particular?
Yes.
So we just finished Poor Agnes, and we were looking for other scripts. Poor Agnes was our critically acclaimed indie drama horror film, premiered at Fantasia. And Ryan brought me the script because this is something he'd been working on with the other writer at the time. And I said flat out no, because the script wasn't working for me. And then we spent a good 2 or 3 years going back and forth, just pushing it to see how it would work and see to really bring out some real powerful characters and real interesting underlying stories. And that's what you're going to be seeing on Friday, is that coming together.
Okay. And it was at one precise moment that simply influenced you into what you're doing, and also for the rest of your career, and also what you're doing as well.
You mean for doing film?
Correct. Yes.
I wanted to run a studio when I was like 10 years old, straight up. Like Lou Lowenstein and like Bernie Brillstein and all those guys were heroes of mine, like absolute heroes. I was in a art school actually in Toronto, and a lot of my friends very, very talented, and always seeing these talented people around me. I always was thinking to myself, why can I not just have a career and bringing these people to stage and bringing, like, just putting eyes on them? And film, I spent most of my childhood when I was skipping school or like feigning being sick so I could actually stay home and watch movies in the afternoon. And like, Predator, when I wasn't supposed to see Predator, I wanted to see the film. So I would skip school. I'm like, you have the tape, you're going to bring it back. I feel sick, I'm going to watch it. So yeah, it's been my entire life. Like, just incredible times, memories I have with film basically defined a lot of my memories. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think encouraging everybody to do the same thing, to skip school and watch all the movies as well too, not just sneak in the theater, but watch on Netflix. I think
don't sneak in the theater. I owned a theater. Pay for those tickets. Absolutely pay for those tickets.
All right, well, certainly take your advice on that. Who are some of your favorite actors and actresses, and also film producers growing up?
Let me see. Well, my favorite actors and actresses is the one sitting in front of you right now, because I don't want to distract from their incredible talent. Like, it's amazing to find such raw talent. My favorite directors, well, I mean, Kubrick. Everybody goes look to Kubrick, but Kubrick changed the way I saw cinema. Let me think. Wow, there's so many. I'm gonna stick with that, or it's gonna take for hours, quite honestly. And what was the other question? It was actors and actresses,
and also producers as well too. I think we cover that part, but maybe a few of the actors and actresses growing up, just a few of them.
Let me think. Well, I mean, Schwarzenegger, I absolutely loved growing up, and it was just the stillness of his characters. Bullet was one of my favorite films, and it was more like the portrayal of the complexity of the relationships, and how it was simply like very little expression, but subtle expressions to portray what those relationships were. That's what did it for me.
Okay. All right. That's very amazing as well too. And I'll go to Matea Brotherton, your non-binary actress from a small vacation town of 800 in Northern Ontario. And tell us how you first got started.
Same, like when I was in high school, skipping a lot, and actually the only class that I would go to in my last couple of years of high school was just my acting class. The rest of the day was just kind of spent off the school site, and like I struggled a lot with like depression and anxiety, and acting literally saved my life. And I decided to go with what I was passionate about and not look back. And I ended up going to Canadore for the Acting for Stage and Screen program there. And right before I was about to graduate, got this audition for this film about a little small town band. And landed that audition before I was even out of college. And since then, it's just been a blessing.
It sounds like it was one precise moment that simply influenced you into what you're doing for the rest of your career.
It was definitely the theater saving my life, literally, in high school.
Okay. And also too, who are some of your favorite actors and actresses and favorite movies that are growing up?
That is difficult. I'm a big fan of Rob Zombie's films. I love 31, and Richard Brake is a phenomenal villain actor. I would say that he's probably absolutely my favorite actor. Leonardo DiCaprio was up there for sure. I studied quite a few of his films getting ready for this one.
Okay.
Breakfast Club, Judd Nelson, I'm a huge fan. Another one that I watched kind of religiously for a long time.
The classic Brat Pack. I completely remember that. Yes, that was so classic. And let's go to Connor as well, too. You're an entrepreneur based in Toronto. You're founder of Cut Creative Productions as well, too. You're also involved in the project. And tell us how you first got started, Connor.
It was actually funny. I was laying concrete one summer with the boys, and I looked around and I was like, this ain't it. This ain't it. So I enrolled myself into acting for stage and screen at Canadore College, and I'm pretty sure that Matt Matea and a few others also were in that program as well. So enrolled in that, and then next thing you know, Derek Diorio, the director, and Ryan Keller and Jonathan, they came together and put this script together, and we had an audition, and the rest was history.
That was amazing. And what was that one precise moment that simply influenced you into what you're doing for the rest of your career?
Oof, I don't know if there was like a pinpoint moment, but just knowing that I was pretty creative and I just needed a way to express that. So being in front or behind the camera was definitely like a choice that I wanted to make. So yeah, probably about that.
And who are some of your favorite actors and actresses in movies growing up?
Okay, so favorite movies by far is definitely the trilogy, Lord of the Rings. Hands
my
down,
favorite.
the best,
Always love it. Yes.
the best. Favorite actors for comedy, definitely Adam Sandler back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Who else? Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's really good. I like him a lot. I think that's about it.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like you got a pretty good background in terms of comedy and everything else, being Adam Sandler like, and of course a little bit of comedy in this one. And Matt, let's go to you. You're born and raised in Northern Bay, Ontario, graduated from Canadore College in 2017 in digital cinematography. Tell us how you first got started.
Well, I want to say in high school, I saw the movie Drive, and I thought when I saw that, I'm like, okay, I want to get into film somehow. And then I saw that Canadore College had a film program, and I went with that. I was kind of unsure where it was going to lead me to, but I started acting in, student films. We would act in each other's films, and then even after graduating, I would continue to act, which led to me being asked to audition for this movie.
Rather interesting. And was it that one precise moment that influenced you, or was there another moment that said, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my career?
I think it was because it was like I would watch, like Nacho Libre every single day, and I thought that's all movies were. And then I saw Drive, and I'm like, yeah, that was the turning point.
Really interesting. And who are some of your favorite actors and actresses and other movies you watched growing up?
Favorite actors are probably like Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Gosling. Favorite director, probably like Nicholas Winding Refn. He did Drive. And another favorite movie would be there's this small movie called The Dirties that is made by this guy Matt Johnson, and I think he helped me like figure out how to act and how acting can be very natural.
Okay. All right. Well, it sounds really interesting, and we'll talk about the movie Up in Freaking Sunshine that'll be playing June 10th at the Dances with Films Fest in just 1 minute. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking a budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. It's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Mosensia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Mosensia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassie, Forbes Riley, and else. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com on over 40 podcast platforms. Also on HamiltonRadio.net, Diamonds FM, Oldies Radio, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. For great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/MiaMolsonZia. For great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles and more, Amazon.com/MiaMolsonZia. Check it out today. I'll support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com for the Mike Wagner Show. Make sure you do so today. We're here with the amazing group of the movie Happy Frickin' Sunshine here on the Mike Wagner Show at John Oblique, Matt Close, Connor Michael, and also Mateo Brotherton as well, too. It's about a teenager growing up in a poor industrial town, struggling to create a better life through music, and, of course, directed by Derek Diorio, written by Ryan Keller and Jay Gordon Ross, and tells a story about a guy named Ronnie and his brother looking to basically just take a break in music, looking for a break in music. And tell us more about the film.
Who? Anyone?
Anyone, yeah.
Yeah.
Join in, guys. It's a free-for-all.
Yeah,
You-
I mean,
you got-
no. Jonathan,
You guys
go
haven't
first.
seen it yet, though, right? So
Yeah.
our cast hasn't seen it yet. We finished it up over COVID, but obviously with COVID, it was a real challenge to get a film out the door and let the public see it, which we were very excited about. It's happening, and also just to get other people into a theater. We couldn't do that. I think within the last 4 or 5 months, we might be able to have done that. So they haven't seen it yet. So the story of the film is really it's the story that everybody has who's in the arts and loves the arts. It's about your first band. It's about the first play you put on, or the first time you do like a short film. You come together, you get a group of people together that are your friends or close contacts that all have the same passion, and you pour yourself into it and the conflicts that come out of that and arise out of that. So that was really the motivation behind Ryan and their script. So together they took their experiences, Ryan having a band growing up, and the other writer obviously writing short films and working on Poor Agnes, and having all of those pieces come together, and growing up in a small northern town that was very rough, that it's a very similar kind of economic outlook as what you see in the film. They poured all of that into that. And the first script was much darker and much harder, and not it didn't really focus on the music. And when we started talking about how to make it work and bring it together and what we really wanted to bring from the cast, we realized that we had to move it in the direction where the music was the center point of it, that the music is the hope, because truly it is. The art is the hope. When you're living in a place where you don't have access to, say, good jobs or to a better future, you look to something that you can see around the world, see something beautiful, and you're like, if I can create this and draw an audience, I can get away from what I have. And that's really the theme and the heart of the film. And that's where the story comes from, and where these characters that these wonderful actors play, that's where they come from. They're those complicated relationships with both where they're from and where they want to go. So, I mean, maybe you guys can take it over from there, because you built those characters based on your personal experiences and the script.
Okay, we'll start with Mateo as well, too. Tell us about the role you played, and how'd you prepare for your role, and what are some of the more challenging moments that you have? And we'll work our way down to Connor, then over to Matt. So, Mateo, go ahead.
I know for me, what made me gravitate towards the role is that this character that I'm playing has just been crushed by this small town that she's been living in. And a lot of the film, around music, a lot of it is also dealing with mental health and that kind of stuff. And, a lot of what the script was about is stuff that I've been through in my own personal life. The struggling of living in a small town, and, as acting, going to work and everyone telling me it's a bad idea, and, have a backup plan. Don't just kind of settle on this. And that's, I really just felt that from the script. There were some definite hard moments. My character that I play, as you can see from the trailer, is a very kind of a little bit more aggressive. I'm, as you can probably tell, not a very aggressive person. And so kind of trying to find that and hone that in myself, it was difficult. But I'm proud of what I was able to accomplish.
Can I just jump in for a
Yeah,
second?
go ahead.
Because there's these moments on set with Matea where Matea is trying to swear, and Matea does not swear. She is lovely, caring. She's not like the sailor voice I have on myself that I'm controlling right now. And the director and Ryan are there just trying to tell her, no, just swear. Like you would, you stub your toe. What are you going to say? And it's like, ouch. It's like, no, that's not like, you have to put some force into it. And that's basically what she's trying to show you. She's like, yeah, I can do it. And eventually it just roared through. You see when like that scene in the trailer when she's like, just, you see her wail on the guy, and that's like the character she brings to it. It was phenomenal to see the transformation in that.
Which it's funny because the guy that I'm wailing on is actually one of my best friends. It was a really.
So what you're saying is he deserved it.
Absolutely, he deserved every moment of it. But yeah, I would walk onto set and the director and the producer would come up and just swear at me until I swore back at them. We would be on lunch and they'd just be sitting there swearing at me. And yeah, that was a lot of fun.
It sounds like one of your favorite memories from the set. And also let's go to Connor as well too. Tell us about the role you played, and was there anything in there that was really challenging for you?
Yeah, I actually just want to jump back to Matea's point. I actually remember like the tipping point for Matea. We had to just get this scene out, and then I remember Derek pulled Matea aside and just had a couple words with her. I don't know what the words were, but then next thing you know, Matea came back and just energy was completely changed. Just F you, da, 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 da. Just like the energy was just so good. So whatever Derek said to Matea clearly worked. But I was playing the character of Vince, and fortunately and unfortunately, I had some old characteristics of Vince. So it was pretty easy for me to tap in there. Vince he's a little bit of a jerk. He's definitely hard-headed, and it was just very interesting to be able to tap into those characteristics and just deliver a unique performance along with Matt and Matea and everyone else.
That's really interesting. And was there anything in your role that was quite challenging, and what are some of your favorite memories from that set?
Actually, there was. So actually, I got sick for like 2 of the days, unfortunately. So just pushing through those 2 sick days, that was definitely more the challenging part. But other than that, just like, I just remember getting on set and like every day was just so good. And, it was just such a fun time. So.
It sounds like it too. And let's go to Matt as well too. And, tell us about your role in the movie and how'd you prepare for it?
So I play Will. I'm Ronnie's brother. And it's an interesting role because, a lot of the time, if I'm like in the shower or something, I'll have arguments in my head and like how I would do it in real life. And then I got to apply that to this role. And a lot of it was like, there's all these characters around me that are not so level-headed, and I'm kind of trying to stick on this path of making music with everyone. And it's a struggle. And I think maybe that applies somewhat to real life too.
That's really interesting. And was there anything about the role that you found quite challenging?
So I don't know how to play guitar, so I had to learn how to play guitar for
just like many of us.
Yeah, for like a couple weeks, and then the director Derek asked me for some footage of me kind of like fake playing to a song, and he said it was really good. So I was like, okay, good. And yeah, and
I gotta cut you off. When he says he doesn't know how to play a guitar, when we did we were doing the casting, we're like, can you put on the guitar and walk in with it and start? And he didn't actually even know how to hold it or put it on. And he had it on like it was just awkward. Like he was holding it down, and it's like, no, you know how to hold it? He's like, I've never put on a guitar before. I didn't even know how to put the strap on. It was amazing. And then in the movie transformation, he sells it every single scene. It's like, you're a pro. You know what you're doing. Don't even worry about it.
You must have been watching Guitar Hero at that time or something. So, but we have that too. And also, what are some of your other favorite memories from the set?
I liked how like casual it felt, and that you could like just get back into acting pretty easily. It's like, because the first day on set is stressful. You don't really know if you're doing a good job or not. And then after a while, the vibe kind of changes. And yeah, any moment where it's like, like you and everyone else sold the scene, that's a good memory.
And it is really interesting. And what do you guys hope the audience takes from the film? So everybody jump in.
Don't give up on your dreams. For sure.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Everyone's got something going on in their life. You don't know what they're going through, so just be nice.
And then how about you, Matt?
If you're stuck in something, you can get out of it.
Okay. And Jonathan?
Buy tickets.
There we go.
I think that's
the most
really
honest
obvious.
answer I can give you.
And where can we find the film at again, guys?
Dances with Films in LA. It's going to be playing at the Chinese Theater on the 10th at 9:30 p.m. Tickets are available right now online, so go check it out. The trailer is up online. You can also find a bit of press on us and these lovely performers as well.
Okay, we'll certainly check that out. What's coming up for all the wonderful crew of Happy Frickin' Sunshine? We'll find out just a minute. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson's The Missing, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. We'll be back with the cast and crew of Happy Frickin' Sunshine after this time. We're back with the amazing cast and crew of Happy Frickin' Sunshine, the Mike Wagner Show, Jonathan Lika, Matt Close, Connor Michael, and Mateo Brotherton. A big thank you guys for joining as well, too, and coming together to make a really good movie. And what else can we expect from you guys in 2022 and beyond?
Let you guys go first. Go for it.
I am working on a bunch of short films with my partner and a couple of really, really close friends who are becoming well established in the industry. We're working on some really cool horror stuff, so keep your eyes out for that.
Connor?
Yeah. So basically, after we finished filming, I stayed in North Bay for about a year, and then I moved down to Toronto, Ontario. Living down here now, and I started a production company called Cut Creative Productions. And I changed my name from Connor Reuter to Connor Michael, so there's a little bit of that going on. But yeah, so came down here and just started building the foundation to the production company, and just looking forward. I mean, the sky's the limit, so I'm super excited about the future.
That sounds amazing, Matt.
Right now in my spare time, I just do creative work. I try to like make stuff that I want to make, it even with like the intent to not release it, and just accumulate it all, and maybe sometime in the future I'll think of a use for it.
Okay. And then Jonathan?
So Other Animal has a couple films we're currently in development on. One of them we're partly financed, the second one we're working on financing. And we're launching a crypto based play for VOD, which is rolling out right now. Actually, we're almost done doing that. So it'll be a VOD platform that uses crypto as a backend. So there's a lot happening. And then I have a number of other businesses I'm involved with at the same time. So
that's rather interesting. Looking forward to that challenge. And who do you consider biggest influences in your career? So go ahead and take turns.
Oof.
Oh man.
Biggest influences?
Yes.
Anyone want to crack at bat on this one first?
I'll go first. Yeah, his name's Matt Johnson. He made The Dirties and he acted in it.
I'm probably going to say Rob Zombie. I love the way that he writes horror, and I would love to do that kind of stuff in the future.
Oof. Oh man, I don't know, Jonathan, if you want to go first, I might be here for a while.
Let me see. I guess Gaffin is probably one of my biggest influences. Everything that I've read in his bio, or everything that I've seen on him, all of that, like just what he was able to do from the start of his career up until to this day, and the risks that he took basically made me make a lot of decisions that I've made in my career between, opening a independent cinema in Toronto at the tail end of like when cinema actually really matters to an audience, and building that up and doing theater and producing films. Like it's all been decisions based on the things that I've watched him do and other people like him. So I would say to give credit to anybody, I would think that would probably be one of my single most influential personalities that I've yet to interact with in person, but have followed their career very intently.
Okay, Connor.
Oh, it's pretty difficult, but I think as for jumping in front of the camera, I think Adam Sandler, because I was just such a big fan of him, and he was just so hilarious in his older movies. So seeing him just kind of make one hit after another in that time period, I think it was like around like 2000 to probably like, I don't know, like 2008, I'd say, something like that. He came out with some really good movies. So just seeing that, I'm like, if I could get there, that'd be great. So he was definitely an influence.
That sounds amazing. You guys have really good influences. I really like that. And what's the best advice you guys can give to anybody at this point?
Ooh, if you have $1 million dream, don't let somebody with a $50K salary talk you out of it.
Good advice. I love that one. I'm putting in my memory bank. And anybody else? Matea, Matt, Jonathan?
Mine is a Robin Williams quote, actually, which is, everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind, always.
I remember seeing that a lot too, and that's really good.
Yeah.
And Matt?
Buy the bottom, sell the top. Market advice.
That's original. I like that. And Jonathan?
Wow, Matt, you literally stole the words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
That's my quote for this.
You know what? I think that'll work, guys. That's really good. Once again, with the cast, I happen freaking sunshine here on the Mike Wagner Show. John Halbika, Matt Close, Connor Michael, and Matea Brotherton. Guys, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Love to have you back. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase Happy Frickin' Sunshine and your other works and more?
So I can go. So Poor Agnes is on Tubi, so you can stream it there all across North America, totally free. Please do. It is a phenomenal film, and the lead actor in it, Laura Burke, just remarkable talent. Another person we discovered and really tried to push forward. And I hope you love that film as well. And we do have a lot more projects coming out, so just kind of keep your eyes on what we're doing, because you'll be hearing a lot of us in the next few years.
We certainly do so. Guys, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely amazing. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep us up to date. Keep in touch. We'll have you back. We wish you all best. And guys, you've got a great future ahead of you.
Thank you. Appreciate
you.
you having us on. Thank you.
Thank you.